my name is Tanya Barentine. I am here not only to inform you about domestic violence, but also to persuade you to speak out against it. Too many times, people sit back and just let abuse happen. Whether the abuse is on a child or a grown adult, something still needs to be done about it, done to stop it. Domestic violence ranges from physical, verbal, and sexual abuse. There are many ways you can speak out against domestic violence. The problem we have today is not enough individuals speak out against domestic violence. They witness it but say nothing to authorities. Domestic violence does not always involve physical violence. Verbal abuse is words that attack or injure, that cause one to believe the false, or that speak falsely of one. Domestic violence is not prejudiced. Victims can be any age, sex, race, or culture. In the United States, approximately 5.3 million women age 18 or older are domestically abused each year, according to the U.S. Center for Disease Control. One of the greatest myths about domestic violence is that this happens only to women, never to men. Battered men generally don't come forth with their abuse for fear of being considered weak by their peers or the public. To speak out against domestic violence is not a difficult task for anyone. You can use materials or resources that are given to you through public communication, for example, Facebook or the chain emails. There are several ways to speak out. The Institution of Medicine and the Avon Foundation for Women are offering $25,000 in prizes for the top apps to raise awareness on domestic violence and prevent it. Facebook is a network used for social networking, which gives you endless possibilities to inform the public about domestic violence. There are also apps for the iPhone or other phones to help raise public awareness on the issue. You can also join in on the Walk to End Domestic Violence. This is a community walk to raise awareness. State Senator Leanne M. Washington of Pennsylvania is also a survivor of domestic violence from her husband of 8 years. She remains dedicated to share her story in hopes of giving others strength to fight back. There is also a national hotline to inform the victim to call, or you yourself can call to report an incident. It's the National Domestic Violence Hotline. The number is 1-800-799-SAFE. I want to speak about a personal experience I had once. My sister called me complaining about the only way her soon-to-be ex-husband was treating her. He was telling her she was a horrible mother, she was not a good wife, she would never go anywhere with her life. He was horrible to her, made her feel like she was nothing. He harassed her and continued to do so after restraining orders were placed and everything. The courts did nothing because verbal abuse is not illegal. And there's no physical proof or any documents of his threats. I did nothing. What could I do? This is evidence of consequences of not speaking out. But on a second note, speaking out has many benefits. It raises awareness among the communities and families and friends. It can help the victims to realize they are a victim and to know there is something that can be done about it. There is hope for them. I produced a slideshow to show you some of the effects that domestic abuse can cause. Some of the slides are a little disturbing, but it will help you see why speaking out is so important. The pictures are provided by Bing.com, Domestic Violence and Child Abuse Images. This is child abuse. It's just the effects, showing the black eyes and the bloody nose, and then how it affects the child being abused. Next slide. This is abuse against men, about the women actually battering the men. Next one. Domestic violence hurts everyone. It doesn't just hurt the wife or the woman, man being abused, it also hurts the children. Go to the next one. This is about verbal abuse. I know it's kind of graphic, but the hand is the words that you speak to a child. If you speak verbally and abuse the child, it's the hands suffocating them, choking them, or to your wife, hitting her with a fist is the same as yelling bad words to her, mean things. And this is where children see and hear it all. They don't just stay in their rooms and not be able to hear you guys fight or hear the domestic violence going on. They do see it and they do hear it. So don't cover it up. Stop it. Stop domestic violence. Do your part. Don't cover it up with makeup. And this is just silence hides violence. Stop domestic violence. Don't be silenced. Say no to domestic violence. In conclusion, I cannot stress enough the importance for you to speak out against domestic violence. It could result in the abuser going to jail and the victim becoming free from her or his torturous life. I sometimes feel if I had done something more to help my sister, in a way she would still be here. But I know I am not to blame for her death. No one truly is except for her. In order to speak out, you need to be able to spot the signs of domestic violence. It is semi-easy to spot the physical, but you really need to search for the verbal and emotional abuse. Once you have spotted that something is seriously wrong, then please speak out. Speaking out could make the results better for many abused individuals. Again, the National Domestic Hotline number is 1-800-799-SAFE. Please call if you feel there is violence in a situation.